Hi everyone, it's Brian from BrianonLanguage. Hope everyone's doing well. I haven't posted a video in here in probably over a year, but I wanted to share with you a couple new resources today, just that I received from Christmas, and I thought you guys might be interested to hear an update from me if you have been following along before. So I'm using my new camera that I got for Christmas as well. It's a Nikon 1, just like a kind of a mixture between an SLR camera, which is the ones with the big lenses, and a point and shoot. So it has a nice compact size and it's like a white color, so I'm really enjoying it. And I wanted to test out the new video HD thing that it has. So also, as you can see, my hair looks a lot different. I recently got it cut the day before the new year, and I wanted to kind of start off with a new look and kind of like a new me for 2012. So you'll notice some differences since the last time. Today's video is just a little mention about these books that I received. Two from my friend and one just that I got, on Christmas Day. And the language of choice here is Haitian Creole. So Haitian Creole is a Creole language that's spoken in Haiti, obviously, and in islands surrounding Haiti. And it's spoken by about 12 million people, so it's the most widely spoken Creole language there is. So what makes it a Creole is it's a language that developed when French settlers came to Haiti and brought also African slaves. The native population that lived on the island of Hispaniola is largely gone at this point. But what happens when two peoples come in contact that have very different language backgrounds, usually like a trade language or they call it like a pidgin language will form. And when that pidgin language starts to develop and have native speakers and build a literature and kind of like a standard form, it then becomes a Creole. So I'm really interested in Creole languages because I like to see, how traditional languages such as French, like in the case of Haitian Creole, turn, simplify or change or, have new vocabulary added from various languages. So Haitian Creole has just been kind of an interest of mine the past couple months. I'm not learning it intensively. I haven't really studied languages intensively now for the past couple years, but I do want to get back into it. So again, here are 3 books that I got for Haitian Creole. That's pretty much, there's not much to find out there in terms of resources. Haiti is one of the poorest countries in the world, has a horrible human rights index, and just a lot of problems, especially from the earthquake. The earthquake a couple years ago, but it's, as much as that's old news for a lot of people, there's still a lot that needs to be done in Haiti, so I figure if anything that I learned could help in the future with volunteer opportunities and things like that. So the main things you're going to find out there if you're looking for Haitian Creole, I'll start with this one here. This is just a Haitian Creole phrasebook. It's by, let's see, Cécile, Accilien, and Jowel, Laguerre. I'm not really sure on the pronunciations because they are French names, and I'm horrible with French pronunciation, but that's one of the things I actually like about Haitian Creole. It's much easier to pronounce than French because of the simplified spelling and the phonetic spelling. So anyway, this is just a nice phrase book that has different categories of phrases that you might use if you were to speak Haitian Creole going to Haiti. There's a special section on disaster relief related words and things like that, which is really great because this came out, actually I think this is as of this year, so it's designed for people going to Haiti to volunteer and things like that. So, but besides that, it's just a great way to practice things that you would use in daily conversation. A lot of people look down on phrasebooks because they say they're kind of simplified and they don't have the whole picture, which is true to some extent. You do want to go to a grammar text or a course book for more in-depth learning. But phrasebooks can be a really useful way to pick up, common vocabulary and things that you will actually start speaking if you were to go to the country, as opposed to just kind of hypothetical situations that you might find in books that you'll never actually really speak. So one person that I follow, Moses McCormick, who I've been following for a couple years, his channel is Lao Shu, I think it's 50550 or something like that. His thing is like foreign language road running is his method, and he uses phrasebooks very in depth for that method because it's about from what I understand from reading about it, it's picking up a language as quickly as possible using real life situations and using the phrases and things that you would find if you were talking to a native speaker, so you can really start speaking language from the get-go. So this is a really great resource. It's one of the few books out there on Haitian Creole at all that you'll find. The next two are part of a small set that was written by somebody I read in the back of the book. It was a missionary. I think it was a couple who went to Haiti on a mission trip in like the 70s or 80s or something, and they became very integrated with Haitian culture and things like that, and the language. So they put together these kind of like teaching materials. They're pretty simple, but they're helpful for considering there's not much out there. Here is the main like textbook. It's Creole Made Easy. It's called Simple Introduction to Haitian Creole for English-Speaking People. And what it has is, let's see, 16 lessons just on different grammatical topics, and then a huge glossary in the back, which is great. So this has grammar translation exercises, just question and answer exercises. It's a good little introductory manual. And what goes along with it is actually this workbook, and it is almost more in-depth than the actual book, which is kind of funny, but it has a lot of practice sentences, it has pictures, it has like word jumbles, and readings and things like that. So this is kind of supplementary, but the two kind of go hand in hand. This is the much larger volume, but it has a lot of like the worksheet stuff, and this is more the grammatical explanation. So again, Creole Made Easy is a really great thing that you can find out there if you're looking for Haitian Creole. Thank you to my friend Allison who got me these for Christmas. It was a lovely gift. My friends know that I love language books. So those are the 3 books I wanted to share with you today. You might be able to find small dictionaries and other books kind of, in bookstores in Haiti or on Amazon. But that was pretty much all I was able to find that was easy to order and relatively affordable as well. So I'll put the links to the Amazon pages of these books in the description below, as well as a link to the BrianonLanguage blog spot website that I use to post these videos as well. So thanks for watching. I hope that you guys are still there. I have a couple subscribers on this channel, so I figure might as well put something out new. And maybe I'll be back with more videos soon. So thanks for watching and have a great day.